You ready? All right, good morning, class. We're going to continue learning about verbs, that's regular and irregular verbs. And to start, I'm going to read our objectives for today. Students will be able to identify irregular verbs and how the past and present tense of these irregular verbs. Students will be able to demonstrate irregular action verbs and state the past and present tense of these irregular verbs. Students will be able to form and write sentences using the past and present tense of irregular verbs. And students will be able to participate in a Connect Four game and write the past tense of irregular verbs. Just as a review, most verbs are action words. And when they're regular verbs, normally they end in ED or D. An example of that would be the word dance. If you put it in past tense, it's danced and it ends in a D. Another one is turned. Turn, and then past tense is turned and it ends in an ED. An irregular verb example would be sing, and the past tense would be sang. So to start with, I'm going to read this book to you, and I want y'all to pay attention and see if you can pick out the verbs in here and decide whether they're regular or irregular verbs. The wind blew. It took the umbrella from Mr. White and quickly turned it inside out. And notice that was the example I just gave you. It's turned. It's a regular verb. It snatched the balloon from little Priscilla and swept it up to join the umbrella. And not content, it took a hat, and still not satisfied with that, it whipped a kite into the air and kept it spinning up there. It grabbed a shirt left out to dry and tossed it upward to the sky. Both of these are verbs and they end in ED, so they're regular verbs. It plucked a hanky from a nose, and up and up and up it rose. It lifted the wig from the judge's head and didn't drop it back. Instead, it whirled the postman's letters up as if it hadn't done enough. It blew so hard it quickly stole a striped flag fluttering on a pole. Blew here is an irregular verb. The present tense is blow, past tense is blew. It pulled the new scarves from the twins and tossed them to the other things. It sent the newspapers fluttering round, then tired of the things it found. It mixed them up and threw them down and blew away to sea. So now we're going to demonstrate some verbs, irregular verbs. So if y'all want to get in your groups, you probably want to get up so you can have room. And the first set of irregular verbs we're going to use is throw, threw, and catch and caught. And one of your people in your group get a ball. And what I want you to do is while you're, I want you to gently throw it to your partner. And as you're doing that, you would say, I throw the ball.
I throw the ball.
And if it happened in the past, you would say, I threw the ball.
He just threw the ball.
And the person that's catching it,
And I
you
throw
would
it
say,
to
I catch the ball. And if it happened in the past, you would say, I caught the ball.
I caught the ball.
I caught the ball.
And you can see right here, I have all the verbs and then examples of the words right here.
I caught the ball.
Catch.
Oh man, I caught the ball.
Yesterday you caught
The ball.
I caught it.
I caught the ball.
I caught the ball yesterday.
All right.
Today I catch the ball.
I
The next group
throw
of
the ball.
verbs we're going to do is build, built, and break, broke. And what we're going to do is take some pieces of spaghetti and then some marshmallows. Thank you, Deshae. And you can build some little shapes with these. Deshae's already made one like this, but you can make whatever shape you want. And as you're, go ahead. And as you're doing today, or these are just examples. You can use any kind of sentences you want. But you would say something like, today the boys build shapes. And if it happened in the past, you would say, yesterday the boys built a triangle, for example. And as you're breaking the pieces of spaghetti into whatever size you want, you could say, today the girls break the spaghetti. And if it happened in the past, you'd say, yesterday the girls broke all the spaghetti pieces. And you see the verbs right here, and the sentence is over here. I'll give you a few minutes to do that, and then we're just going to have to move on to the other one. Now remember, I build,
I build the rectangle.
right.
I'm building a
I
house.
build the house.
And in the past, it would be,
I'm building a
I
house.
built.
right.
Really? This is
That's all I can say.
Okay, later today, we can come back and you can finish your shapes. But the next group of verbs is going to be buy, bought, and pay, paid. And what we're going to do is we're going to pretend like we're buying something with the play money there. And one of you can buy it and the other one you can buy a pencil. So if Shelby, you want to pass out a couple of dollars each. And as,
Thank you.
from your partner, you can buy a pencil. And as you're buying that, you would say, today the students buy a pencil. If it happened in the past, you'd say, yesterday the students bought a pencil.
To buy a pencil tomorrow.
I bought the pencil. I
I
bought the
I buy
pencil.
the pencil.
I stole it.
And another way of saying that would be,
Oh, $10.
I pay for the pencil, or yesterday I paid
I
for the pencil.
paid for my pencil
I-
yesterday.
Paid for
Very
the
good.
pencil.
Alrighty, our last group of verbs is going to be tear, tore, write, wrote, and draw, drew. And you can see those right here. So one of the partners in your group, grab a piece of paper. And what I want you to do is grab the paper, and we're doing the word tear. So you'd say, I tear the paper.
I tear the paper. I tear the paper.
And if you did it yesterday, you would say, I tore the paper.
I tore the paper. I tore the paper.
All right. And then I want you to get a pencil and write your name on a piece of the paper. And as you're writing your name, you would say, I write my name.
I write my name.
And if it happened yesterday, you would say, I wrote my name.
I wrote my name.
And on the same paper, you can draw a picture. And as you're drawing your picture, you would say, today I draw a picture.
Today I
Yesterday,
draw a picture.
I drew a picture.
I drew a picture.
That's money falling down at me.
Flower.
All right, now what we're going to do is,
It's money.
I'm going to give each one of y'all what I've called an irregular verb journal. Pass those around. And here's some examples of some other irregular verbs. And this isn't all the irregular verbs that there are, but these are just some that, because you'll come in contact with a lot of them, yes. And what I want you to do is take a few of them and you would write the present tense and then the past tense. And then over on the other side, you'd write a sentence using those. And you don't have to do all of these. This is something that we will continue to do throughout the rest of the year. And as our last activity for today, we're going to play a game. Have any of y'all ever played the game Connect Four?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Get out of
All
here.
right. So each one of your groups gets a Connect Four sheet. And make sure each one of you has a different colored pencil so that you'll know who's going in which square. And what you would do is like say, you would write the past tense of it here, felt. And then next would be your turn.
We're trying to connect 4.
And yeah, that's right. The object is to get 4 in a row, and it can be across, down, or diagonally. But while you're trying to get 4 in a row, your partner's trying to prevent you from getting 4 in a row, and vice versa.
I'm the best for like 4.
Okay, ready?
I'll let you go first. Let you have the better advantage. Ooh.
And after you get 4 in a row, you can raise your hand, and I'll come and check them to see if.
Okay, y'all just gonna exclude me?
Yeah, that's my point.
If you don't
Okay.
want, do you want to play?
I get this point, okay? You got it wrong.
I did not.
That's
No,
wrong.
that's only after.
You
You
put
get
sung, not sang.
I know, but that's only after you get 4 in a row that you check them. But that's fine.
Whatever.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
That's my point.
Ooh.
How is song not right?
It's sang.
But song
You're not gonna get that part.
I sang.
All right. And as we end today, I'm going to hand each one of you one of these arrows. Here, Deshae, you wanna?
Sure.
And what I want you to do, let me know if I can show you. What I want you to do is if you haven't quite understood what we've done today, I want you to make a check mark right here that said, I don't get it. But if you have understood it, what I want you to do is write 3 examples of irregular verbs, the present tense and then the past tense. And make sure you write your name on your paper. And then as you're leaving today, I want you to hand that paper to me as you walk out the door.
We write our name where we get it.